And a very good morning to all of you from lovely downtown Las Vegas, Nevada. Happy Thursday to all of you. Adventuring continues here on the channel. Just having my morning brew here. How you doing, sweet? Nice to see you, honey. Just having my morning brew. You'll hear some noise rolling around. Hey, Winky, Allison, how are you? Maybe afternoon where you are. Hello, Karina, how are you? I'm doing good. Nellen, good morning. You sit here and you get to watch the world roll by. Gina, the spiders freaked me out last night. Yeah. That's not what really freaked me out last night. Michaela, how you doing? Hey, Mouse Toes, how you doing, sweetie? Mr. Z. Mr. Z in the chat. Mr. Z, I bet you're going to miss the topless pool today. Yeah, we found out with the cop situation. Hooker, how you doing, babe? Nice to see you. Good morning, Monique. Good morning to you, honey. Yeah, it's like, oh, darn. I don't know, I guess Dee's still sleeping. As you guys know, I'm one of those people, if I do 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night, I'm good. Yeah, Dee made the news. You can hear my voice on the news. I was standing next to the news guy. Cheers from Brazil. J Money, how are you? Nice to see you this morning. You're new here? Well, welcome aboard. Got the great, awesome Hooker in the chat today. The one and only. What do you think freaked me out last night? Those of you who were on the stream. Good morning, Glinda. I'm kind of used to the spiders now, although one of those black widows was on my leg last night. Luckily, with Dee's fast reflexes, he batted off. I think it is about 9, 10 in the morning. Yeah, black widows freaky. Good morning, Survivor. Yeah, that was an epic chooch last night. There's no doubt about it. That was one for the books last night. And it shows, Quinny, how are you, honey? It shows sometimes you can be first on the scene, and if you're a YouTube vlogger, you can be there before the other camera people set up. And in all the years, the 22 years that I have been coming to Las Vegas, last night was the first night. The laundry cart rolling by. Last night was the first night that I ever saw police with long arms drawn, and I'm talking about AR rifles out there ready to take somebody down. And you know what the strange thing was? You know, you have men and women cops. And the really weird thing last night was the women were the only ones that had the rifles on. Yeah, it was a wild night last night. It was a wild night last night, Winky. Truly a wild night. Yeah, it was pretty scary. What had actually happened last night was a off-duty policeman down on Ogden Street and 4th Street down here. We were just coming back up to the area. Came into, how you doing, McFly? Yeah, Metro would be happy to shoot them. Hey, Ginger, how you doing, honey pie? Got your message this morning. Life in the big city. You know, it is a big city. Came upon the scene, and it wasn't until hours later that I determined that an off-duty cop had encountered a gang situation there on Ogden and 4th Street, and actually there was a shooting there, and I think the cop wasn't hardly no spider bites. The cop wasn't injured. Well, he was injured, but it was not a big injury. But they had all the streets blocked off, and these guys took off on foot. I think there was some other shooting. 2 people got taken off in ambulances. I never in my life saw, there had to be no less than 50 police cars out there last night. It was unbelievable. good seeing you. Yeah, we were keeping a low profile, and then Fox, local Fox News was out there, and they got Dee crossing the street there. So it was really, oh yeah, hey look, you guys know what happens when a cop goes down and a cop is shot and a cop has a shooting encounter. They're going to bring every cop. They have a certain protocol that they follow. They'll still leave the city with a basic skeleton crew of cops, but they're all going to be down in that area. And I think we saw every one of it. I thought it was very interesting. The female cops were the ones with the rifles, the high-powered rifles. Then it's game on, no joke. That's right. If you don't have it recorded, people wouldn't believe it. Exactly. What shoes will you wear for walking? Dave, the fisherman, gave me a pair of Skechers, and I use insoles inside of them, and that's very right. Yeah, I'm going to get to Vinny in a minute. Sean the Bread, how you doing this morning? That's what I love about street adventuring, street chooching. You never know what you're going to encounter at 1 a.m. in the morning, 12:30, 1 a.m. Yeah, I saw the graffiti you were looking at. It seems like gang tagging, yeah. There's a lot of, I can't say a lot. I don't live here. I'm not going to say that. Mr. Z lives here. He would have a better idea. Kathy, how are you today, sweetheart? Been watching you since Line Screw 1 told me about your swatting. How you doing, RB there? And the great Line Screw popped onto the, yeah, you didn't want it to end. The great Line Screw popped onto the chat last night. Of course, Elvis Travels, you took that as an opportunity to fire up a live stream and try to define what was a true nomad in the RV world. You cannot be, good morning, Missy Jenn, how you doing, sweetheart? You don't have the right to define what a nomad is. No, that's the point I'm going to make for you today. You were on the stream, you mentioned somebody put you in a timeout. I don't know. I'm perfectly willing to give you a defensive wrench if you come on. But I'm just saying, you can't upset the apple cart of what's going on over there. Live Screw came in and made a nice, several nice donations. Because it was Tip Out Your Mod Day yesterday. I heard him, I couldn't help but cry. Yeah, don't look me. No, I don't think you did, Ginger. I don't think you did. But you can't come into somebody's stream and be a disruptor. I never do that to anybody else's stream. Have you guys ever seen me? Hey, Left Wing Wacko. Good morning, Joe Smith. Have you ever seen me pop into somebody else's stream and just be a disruptor? I don't do that. And, yeah, so, yeah, you can't be rude to Line Screw. You can't be rude to people that are on the channel. You guys got to remember, Line Screw took time a couple years ago. I'd never do that, Monique. Line Screw came to visit the Rancho a couple years ago. I got the videos up there, Line Screw on the Rancho. Sean, I'm going to have to decline that bet. I'm sorry. Sean's like, go up to the top of the stratosphere and ride those rides. I'm sorry, man. I can't do it. The thought of me whirling around, you know, the thought of Rosie Girl flying wig on top of a stratosphere tower. Let me tell you, good morning. Let me tell you, brother, I can't do it. I look over the side. No, I'm not surprised by it, but I know what he likes to do, come in and be a disruptor on streams and things. That's okay. I don't really care. You do what you want. Let's make sure to hit the thumbs up. Line Screw is he is a class act, and he goes globally too. Jumped off. My husband jumped off the stratosphere. How'd that work out for him? Ella Bella, how are you? Nice to see you this morning, honey. But looks like a nice day in Santa Rosa. Well, it's I'm down here in Las Vegas. Bro, you've got to get a backdrop of that shade of green. It's perfect. Morning. perfect for your complexion. Man, if I don't find one of these, never mind. These wonderful gals. Yeah, please hit the like button if you're in here. Be another hot day. I can't even go on the merry-go-round. I know I'm disappointing Sean the Brit, but let me tell you about Sean the Brit. He is used to it. He's used to it. Constant disappointment. He'll be down to the Rancho. Good morning, Jeff T. Rowe. Good thoughts. Tammy is not far from my mind. And your whole crew there in Kansas, Jeff. Much love to you. Trent, Ray, Tammy, everybody. I'm just saying. Yeah, generally he can be polite. Nope, you got a thumbs down for being a chicken. There's Vinny on the side chat there. Speaking of Vinny, as many of you know, of course, Vinny had a stroke, maybe as a result of the ankle injury that he had suffered. And I was very, 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 very saddened to hear that news. Like a lot of people, I'm not always down with a lot of stuff that Vinny does, but there's the YouTube world and then there's real life. And I like the fact that we all rally around when one of our own is down. And Vinny's very creative. Yes, he can be very assertive too. He can have a tough edge to him, but at the end of the day, we all know he has a very good morning. We all know he has a big heart. And I was gonna say, it was nice. I was listening to Nicole's streams. I always try to catch Nicole's streams through the Big Shot ride. Yeah, I don't know. And lo and behold, Vinny popped up on the side chat over there, and I was just thinking, wow, this guy is tough as nails. Felicidades, Alex. A Christmas Story is, and always will be my most favorite movie of all time. I don't know, Vinny. I really don't want to tear into that. I'm really all about you. Let's see. Robert Wilbur says, I would discourage you to use the word chuchin or even on your channel. I think he may hurt your content because chuchin is associated with smoke or bacon. I don't know. I've been using that, Brandon, since 2013. I'm the first one that brought the term chuching over to the VoIP as a result of my time in Hong Kong at the Royal Bank of Canada. And I've been using it for years. I don't think it's really hurt the channel. Maybe the context of it has changed. Good morning, Chronic 420 time. You bring joy and sunshine to everybody. Anyway, Vinny, much love to you. I do love that you are right back in there, punching, doing your thing, and God bless you and your family. You have wonderful daughters there. You have a beautiful, loving wife. Just don't press too hard. Good morning, Andrea. How you doing, sweets? NNC, how are you doing today? I don't know, my initial reaction when something major happens off of YouTube, like something happens to Vinny, I always take that as a good rally point for people. And we saw a lot of people come together. Vinny's gotten a lot of love. How you doing, Allie Pally? Good morning, Scottish. Nice to see you. And Vinny's made a very tough start. So I'm very happy that he's on the bounce back. And I'm very happy about that. Yeah, I got Missy Jenn in the chat. Going to be another hot one in Santa Rosa. Some people have asked me, let me just finish up with Vinny. You keep doing you keep being well. I know Mallory did a vid. I only left a simple comment. I just didn't see the humor in it, but it's not my channel, okay? It's not my channel. People, you were summoned to hell once again. I'm never going to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do on their channel. I do some things. I have some loyalties that Mallory is not thrilled about. But I do try to give a basic level of respect, but I just weighed in on my opinion. That's all. You know, because I don't know, Vinny's sense of humor and stuff, and I know it's over the top sometimes. In real life, if anyone was down, I think I think Vinny would be the first one on the scene with this for the community. Uber Goober, how are you, babe? Jeffrey, how you doing? Nice to see you. How about that? We got the great Vinny G in the chat today. The impresario, the raconteur of raconteurs here. There's your word of the day, Vinny, raconteur. How you doing, Bella Rose, the Queen of Buffalo? Best to you and Jerry. Well, we're going to tell us. I'm not sure if, I know that Vinny's speech was affected with most stroke things. Your speech is going to be affected. They do have clot busters and things like that that they administer now. So good morning, Jimmy. How are you? And if you can get medical help and if you can get to a major medical hospital, they can usually administer a clot buster or something like that, and that can be life-saving. I just finished watching last night's awesome stream. It was a heck of a stream last night. We had everything on that stream. I lost some more equipment though. My nurses now asked me if I wanted fish guns. Cab 7, good morning, honey. Thanks for being on the stream last night and your wonderful tip out. I'm going to talk about the mods. This police situation. Late at night or early in the morning today, an off-duty policeman had an encounter with a At least I'm not holding that impact drywall. Oh man, had an encounter with a gang group down on Ogden and 4th Street down here. And a off-duty police officer was shot. Not a major injury, but he was shot. And all the cops, all the marshals, all came running. There had to be at least 50 to 60 vehicles there. Police vehicles, and it turns out that they had run off. There were 2 people that were taken away on stretchers and ambulances, so the story's still unfolding. The story's still unfolding about what happened last week. Yeah, Vinny will come back. He's, you know, there's a tough fiber to Vinny. Maybe it's something Belgian. Hey Vinny, have a Belgian chocolate. The boys at the chop shop working overtime. I'm telling you, George Blue, it's crazy over there. Tonight is dollars. Booyah. Yeah, Cab is here. He's a good friend of mine. He is. How you doing, Blinky? Nice to see you. Got the great Blinky in here. I think Vinny will be fine. He's tough as shit, you know. The worst thing that Vinny could do, though, is try to rush back. You know, take your time. Like I said, you have a beautiful family down there. You got the lovely daughters. You got your wife. You're in very good hands for your recovery. I know he needs to rest. He's probably gone out of his mind in a hospital there. And I know he's checking out the nurses' heinies. Vinny, yeah, thank you very much, Cab 7. You know Vinny's checking out those behinds. And Vinny, I hope you have a couple male nurses. Yeah, I know Vinny's laughing down there right now. Oh shit, Rosie. Oh shit. Yeah, take pictures and share, please. I know the way Vinny's mind works, you know. He's sitting there. Give it a day or two, he'll have his whole stream. He'll be running a stream from there. He can run a side chat only stream, all kinds of, and I mean a zillion people A zillion people would be there. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to get into that. Like I said, hey, Clearski. To me, it's Mallory doing the Mallory thing, and that's that's YouTube. Good morning. How you doing?
Podcast?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he still has a great sense of humor, and I'll tell you what, Vinny can take it as well as dish it out, so that's okay. Yeah, thanks for that smile. I needed it. There you go. Yeah, I think he's still sleeping. I'm one of those people. If I get 4 hours of sleep, I'm good. 4 to 5 hours. I got to bed about 2 o'clock. Got up about 6:30 today. And I just can't sleep. I didn't drink that much last night. I had a tall boy. Coming out of that valley was about 102 degrees last night. It was 98. Oh, you need about 20 hours, Mel. Yeah, Andrea, I can't really answer that. But I'm not going to get involved in the back and forth on that. I'm just saying, I put my comment on the video. And that was it. I think that's the proper way to do it. I think that's the proper way to do it. Yeah, I'm the Energizer Bunny. I am. Yeah, please hit the thumbs up button if you're in here this morning. So that's one of the positive. Cassidy, how you doing, sweetheart? That's one of the positives of being a street streamer. Is you can be at the right place at the right time, or the wrong place at the wrong time. And we had to be very careful coming upon that scene because there weren't police lines set up. I didn't have leg cramps after all last night. There were police lines set up, and I'll tell you what.
Hey, babe.
Good morning. How are you? There were police lines set up, and you don't ever mess around. Thank you, Matthew. You don't ever mess around when it comes to police lines and crossing police lines. All that. I do take magnesium. I do take 2 tablets every day of magnesium. They had their AR-15 full auto out. They were ready to go. And like I said, the funny thing was, not funny, but it was all the women that had the long arms. They had the ARs there. Yeah, love Vinny. Love Vinny. Get well. Yes. Yesterday was also tip out your mod day, and I want.
Hey, is Rancho here?
And I want to thank. Let's see, Holly Beth, Andrew. You were just on that telling Mallory Rosie told me that he's there. All right, there we go. Now, it was Tip Out Your Mod Day last night, and as usual, I had an incredible response for people. And if my moderators, hey Nicole, how you doing? If mods would like to participate in that, the payout to the mod is equivalent to the time on the channel. There's people like Ginger. Ginger, Jen, Kim C, Mouse Toes that are just here pounding this thing every day that I'm live. And I want to thank you for being on the chat streams and being a part of the chat, doing such a good time, doing such a good job of running the streams. It's really a thankless job on YouTube to be a moderator, and I don't enjoy having wrenches on the chats, and I've been around as much. Yeah, Nicole, I see you on the chats. Oh, bless this community. Thank you. Nicole runs in kind of a different circle. The weather in Vegas today, Cassidy baby, is going to be about 108 degrees, right? Something around there. The mods deserve it, they sure do. So if you want to participate in, if you are one of the mods, some do, some don't. You know, I got Hughes, Tom Finland, etc. Those people. Just drop me a Gmail, icanmakeitlikenew at gmail.com. Let's wait a couple days for the, yeah, I know. Oh, I don't know, Nicole. I see you in these chats all hours. Busted. I'm only kidding, honey. You do what you want to do. You deserve to do it. As Frank Sinatra sang, "My Way." And now let's get rid of this pot. I don't know this person. Put that person in timeout. This show is about me, not you. Okay? Don't sass me, Rosie. Okay? You're not going to come in here and ever be a disruptor on my stream. I said what I had to say. Yeah, Nicole's a bad. Yeah, you can, Cassidy. Yeah, thank you. Wait till, you know, you do so much on the channel. You already made a contribution the other day. I'm just going to take that one and put it towards the mods. But if you'd so choose, tonight I will give that opportunity. We will have another stream. I know that it's always the noise. They're doing that construction over there. Yeah, Mama Bear's Rebecca. Grandpa Jay, how are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, this is my show. If I start up a stream, it's about the things I want to talk about, not the things that you want to talk about. So if you want to talk about and rehash that, you can start that on your own stream, which you won't do. But you're not going to come in here and be a disruptor on my stream. I talk about the things I want to talk about. What's on the agenda today is the topless pool. Yeah, there you go. How you doing, Impatient? Thank you, sweet. Give me a recording of that machine in the background. I can use it. Please disregard the Nightbot on here. I'm not running on Streamlabs right now. She says it's not constantly started. I've been modding for D. Pretty diligent, so you can, so I can boot today. It's all good, Monique. I took care of it on here. I thank you. You're doing a good job for these two. And if you're in the chat, make sure to hit the thumbs up, please. Miss Cassidy has her precious grandbaby. It's cute and love. I know. Cassidy's like the all-American girl. She's got it all. She's got it all. Draft Tour Steve, how you doing? I don't generally kick people to the curb. I only put them in a timeout, but I like to talk about things on my agenda. They don't do that stuff at nighttime, and usually by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they wrap it up on here because it's too damn hot to work safely. Soggy Bottom Girls, how are you? Nice to see you. So thank you for those of you who took care of the mods. It was a nice pot that will be distributed to them. And of course, I put my own on top of that because I love my moderators here. How you doing, Kenko? You know, just to be on the chat, you got to understand we're running till almost 2 o'clock in the morning, which is 5 a.m. on the East Coast. And last night we still had 255 people on late night. That reminds me of Tribe Shower. Yeah, the avocado shower. I got it all too. Sinker. It's just gone south. There we go. Yeah, today will be, today we're supposed to go over to the topless pool. I think we're meeting Vegas Vixen and her husband. That'll be kind of fun. It was a long night last night. But I want to ask you guys, we're on the stream. Our main objective was to head down and, of course, to see the Black Widows and to go through the Woodlawn Cemetery. I was challenged yesterday to do that. It was not a monetary challenge.
Have a great day.
Yeah, you too, okay? It was not a monetary challenge, but when I did the stream in June and we went to Woodlawn Cemetery, the spider, the Black Widow part of it, I never had a stream that had more requests. That people sent me messages. If you're going back to Vegas, could you go back to Woodlawn Cemetery? Could you check out the Black Widows? We're not sure if they're the real deal or fake ones. Well, let me tell you guys, Those mofos were the real deal. And one landed on my leg, you know, and Dee swatted it off. I'd be dead, you know, if Dee hadn't swatted that mofo off. I really truly thought I got bitten by a black widow last night. That was freaky too. Let me adjust this for the shade a little more. We were able to set up the I was able to set up the camera there, and we had about a half hour of black widows in their natural habitat. There are a lot of roaches around. They were grabbing roaches and wrapping them up, and two of them were actually fighting on the stream with each other. Good morning, Dee. How you doing? And I felt something. I kept telling Dee, we got to be careful, man. These things like drop out of the sky. And I looked down at my leg, my right leg, and there is a big ass black widow on the side of my leg just sitting there like. And Dee just gave one swatch, and that thing was gone. Okay. So once again, Dee to the rescue here. We would get them on clean laundry. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There was Dee to the rescue one more time. Right there. I broke some equipment last night. One of my selfie sticks with the tripod. Somehow or another, I had a bad fall in the cemetery. There was a deep hole around where there's a watering device, and I slipped into that and got my foot caught there. And oh, thank you. And when I fell over, it broke off one of the legs of the tripod there, so I'm using a different tripod today. Can mods delete comments and ban people from that section? Which section? Which section? Which section? Worder. Yeah, Worder. Which section do you mean? Worder? Worder? Hit that thumbs up. That's right. The really shocking thing to me, hope your day going good so far. When we were finished the cemetery tour, I really wanted to go inside to where the homeless, I think Catholic Charities has a big place there, a big place off of the street there. And I wanted to go inside. Last time I was here and I went in and I tried to go in, they stopped me at the gate and said, you can't bring a camera in. So I gave Dee my camera and my power pack, and I went inside of the place, and I looked to the left, and they were as nice as could be. They shoved some water bottles in my hand. I said, I'm not, homeless. I don't need to be here. She said, honey, you look like you need some water. She shoved 2 bottles in. I looked to my left. I looked to my right in there. And if you've ever seen the movie Gone with the Wind, which is my favorite movie of all time, great story, excellent cinematography, great acting. Towards the end of the movie, when the South was beaten and they were gathering up at the train depot, a lot of the wounded there. And there's that famous shot in the movie. They must have used a dolly crane with a pullback. They started very tight by the railroad tracks, and they were waiting to load. It looked like about 1,500. At first it looked like maybe 10 to 20 people, but as the shot pulled back, and it was one of the longest shots in cinema history, you could just see the scope of the disaster in a microcosm that had befallen the South. And you saw all these 100, then 1,000, then 2,000 wounded people on the ground being ready to be evacuated, all with wounds, many of them dying there right on the spot in there. And a really epic scene. That's exactly what, yeah, I'm going to the topless pool today. That's exactly what that scene reminded me of. Now, when the first time I went in and I tried to tell people a couple months ago how truly heartrending that scene was, you know, I had some people tell me you're full of crap, it's nothing going on in there. Well, I was able to put the camera outside, and you can see it on the screen over the wall, and you could see 500 people, at least sleeping on the ground, on pieces of cardboard, on sleeping bags. Some people were on air mattresses and cots, and it was an incredibly moving sight. And when I told people that's only about 1/3 of what's inside, people could not even believe it in there. And all I could think is that scene from Gone with the Wind with all those soldiers on the ground. And Scarlett O'Hara was trying to be a nurse during the Civil War, and the whole scene just freaked her out so much. She came down there to see if Ashley Wilkes, her love interest, had returned or was wounded, and it was a horrifying scene. Let's see, Vinny says, I got something to say to you, see? All right. Yeah, it broke my heart. So go back and check the stream and look at that. Is there one under a particular video? I'm not sure, Mouse Toes. At what point, somebody will identify at what point that took place last night. But that was truly that was a horrifying sight last night to see that. But it's nice to know that they have a safe place that they can go. They search you for weapons. They searched me down for any weapons going in, and they were very kind. When I told the woman that was doing the intake that I'm not homeless, I'm just coming in and looking around a little bit, she was fine. Like I said, she put a few water bottles in my hand. I said, I don't want to take any water. She said, look, it's all donated. You look like you're ready to pass out. It was hot last night. It was really hot last night, coming up out of that valley. See, we're up here in the downtown. We're up here, and you have to walk down into a valley to get down, and it's probably a good 200, 300 feet down into that valley. And the temperature is much hotter down there than up topside. I know, it does make you feel blessed for what you have. Of course, a lot of that is self-inflicted, but a lot of those people are there not by their own design, but family problems, divorces, drinking, drugs, self-medicating on drugs and alcohol. But I'll tell you, they were very kind, and it was an orderly scene. There were about 8 to 10 security officers posted around. I didn't take my camera in. I did get the shot from outside looking over the wall, and you could see the tons of human beings laying on the ground there. And it was mental illness, untreated. I asked the woman if there's ever any doctoring or anything like that. She said no. The only thing they can do is call an ambulance if somebody needs medical attention. They're not licensed, nor do they have the funds to do anything else. So say a prayer for them, for their healing, for the whole scene. I'm glad that the city and Catholic Charities do something to give people a safe place to stay. That's kind of stayed with me for months, though, that scene. And if you have a scene, I did not see any children at all. They segregate the children, and they have them in another area over there. I didn't see any children at all. So, somebody will go through and timestamp that. I'll probably post it on my community page, a screenshot of that, so y'all can see that on the community page. Very, so I'm going to find out what the organization, the exact group is, and I'm going to make a donation to them myself. Think about the ones that are there just by missing a few checks. That's what I'm saying. You can fall out of the system paycheck to paycheck. You pay much for sunglasses. These are Ray-Bans. I don't know. They're Ray-Man. They're what do they call them? Ray-Bans. They're called the Wayfarers. They fit my fat head good, I think. So that's it. It's just the facts of life. It happens, Kevin Leonard. But I can have sympathy for the whole scene. Yeah, there's low lights in people and things. Now, on the stream last night, in the month of August in Asian society, you'll have people that sit out on the graves of their relatives all night long. There was a tremendously, thank you, there was a tremendously lit up scene. It was called the Desert Mortuary and Crematorium, and out there was hundreds of lights, solar lights that people had put on their grave markers and things, and it was an incredible sight. We couldn't make it in. Dee and I judged it was too dangerous given the heat and the amount of time that we had walked to go up Main Street to see that, but we will return. That may be tonight, in fact, I don't know. We may return and do that too. If I was down, I feel sorry for them. I do too, Allie Pally. And we'll find that point on the stream where you can see where I put the camera over the wall, and you can see literally hundreds of people on the ground there, and it makes you wonder about, because there's so many other people everywhere. How many people are homeless here and surviving in that heat? It was 98 degrees at about 12:30 last night. That's hot. Yeah, the cemeteries with the solar lights, but there were people partying out there last night. And I told you guys, when I first moved to Hong Kong in August of 1991, there were people in the streets at nighttime burning fake notes, banknotes and stuff, and I wondered what that was all about. Lack of crowds in Vegas shows thumbs up if financial recession going down. Just a bit. This is the low season in Las Vegas. It is heartbreaking. There's some things that are uneasy in the economy right now. I will agree with that. The RV shipments are declining now. And sometimes the Wall Street Journal had an article about declining RV sales, and of course they manufacture the RVs, and Elkhart, Indiana is really the hub. And they're starting to track declining shipments. You have farm prices that are collapsing out there in the Midwest because of because of the trade wars. There's a lot of bad things. You got interest rates ready to go negative, which we've never experienced in this country before. In other words, you go into a bank, and instead of them paying you interest, you pay them to hold your money safe. Those were horses gone by. Yeah, there's carts. There's carts here. My uncle Frank is helping the homeless. Frankie buys up houses that are abandoned. Then my uncle. Yeah, it's good. It's a nice thing to do. Problem is, a lot of those operations end up, they don't turn out real well, because people, if you don't own it, then you don't really have an interest in upkeep. Trump is making America great again, manga. I don't know, news unit. I got mixed thoughts on that. You know, the next time we go down there, the Fed won't be able to bail us out, because you can't cut interest rates below zero. Cigar time. There's the D. Morning, D.
Good morning.
There he is. Get your beauty sleep.
Oh yeah.
What do you got? Iced coffee there?
I put ice in my coffee so I can drink it right away.
Okay. There we go. Yeah, America's always been great. It probably always will be. But there's some disturbing signs. There's Monique says, "Hey, sunshine."
Hey.
I broke some equipment last night, right? My tripod became a duopod. It became two legs on the damn thing. Now look at what I'm trucking around here.
At least you got a tripod, right?
Always bring backup, as I always say. D, timestamp, please go to the 2 hour and 8 minute mark of last night's video. You can see those hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of homeless there on the ground.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a sight.
Yeah.
You know, that was really, that tore at me last night. I didn't care about the Black Widows fighting too much, but I'll tell you what, that was really heartrending. Thank you. The 2 hour and 8 minute mark, make sure you check that out on the video. I guarantee you, you've probably never seen something like that in your life except on the movie Gone with the Wind, okay? A scene like that. Yes, start prepping. Monique said check your messages. Like I said last night, I don't know if you caught it here in Texas, they don't move grave sites, they build, yeah, they build on them. How you doing, Almost Uber? Big rifles were scary. And what was it? The women were the ones carrying the ARs out there last night.
It was the females carrying the assault rifles. It was the males who were just using their pistols.
Yeah, which was pretty wild, you know, when we saw that. Hooray for women. Missy Jenn's been hanging out on the Rancho. I thought for sure you got bit last. I thought I did too. They were, the way everything is growing in Kansas, there should be no reason for food shortage. Actually, prices are falling dramatically at the farm states right now, and you have farmers that are $500 billion of debt that they're carrying. So. This guy's always on the phone texting his girlfriends.
Well, somebody was letting me know that I was on
yeah, you were on the Fox.
Vlogger's Puppets again.
Yeah, we were both on Vlogger Puppets.
And I have, you know, the one thing about my puppet is it seems to be a really nice looking puppet. So where some of those look pretty shabby.
Say hi to Chef. There he is.
Chef the puppet.
The Chef the Puppet, yeah.
So nice, so nice.
Yeah, farmers are hurting. Yeah, it's a new and a clean puppy. I don't know, my boobies have little styrofoam balls or something down.
Oh wow. So you float?
Yeah, so I float. You already know I float. So. That was pretty funny last night. What was your, spiders were pretty, I call Dee the spider whisperer now, the Black Widow whisperer. He could nail exactly which place to go to, and bam, there they are. And there were some big fat juicy jobs down there too.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
And there's plenty of food with those roaches running around all around the ground. Hey, kisses to you. Can't stay in the poop. How are you? Love to you. So tonight, I'm not sure what we'll do tonight. We do have that desert crematorium graveyard that we just, I told people we didn't have the energy to do the hike.
No.
All the way around.
No. You know, the heat takes a lot out of you.
So
See, Vinny G was in here
I just want to
today.
clear something up. The day you were in Milwaukee, I just turned and took you back to that bar. I had no idea you'd already been there, and I never said I was there. No, you said, let me get a shower and I'll come down and meet you. That's what you said. You said, let me hop in the shower.
I noticed Vinny G was in here today, man. So glad to see him up and going and typing. I seen him last night.
Give him a shout out. I saw him on Nicole's thing.
What's up, Vinny G? No, I seen him on his own last night.
That's cool.
I was there, and yeah, we're still praying for you, man, for your speedy recovery, man.
As fast as possible. You know, he's got a great family with, you know, great daughters,
Yeah.
and a great wife, so he'll be in very good hands.
I'm glad. Yeah, he.
Nice and cool in Colorado. D. Vinny wanted to speak to you.
I know.
I don't know.
That's what I was saying. I hope he contacts me. All my stuff's on my about page, and plus
Yeah,
he knows how to
Mouse
contact
was
me
on that
too.
stream, and also that stream from Milwaukee is still on the news unit. You know, I like you, but you kind of played with me out there on the streets of Milwaukee a little bit there on the river walk. And you can go back and re-watch the stream. You can see what you said on there. Well, I'm saying I think you did. I think you did. Go back and look at the stream. Mouse Toes is in here. She was on that stream. you'll see clearly that it says that clearly you said I'm going to hop in the shower. I'll meet you down. I'll meet you down on the street down there. But it's okay, news unit. I don't really much care. You know, it wasn't that far to just walk around the block. You're going, yep. Yeah. I did say they were going to meet you, exactly. See if I was straight to try and get your number. I'll give it to you. Hey, Bully, how you doing? Nathan, nice to see you. I don't know. Go back and look at the stream. My moderators were on there. Ginger was there. But like I say, David, I don't have any problem with you. It was only around the block. Hipster, how you doing? The Bully got Rosie Gatorade. Yes, he did. The IRC Bully. He was great. Yeah, I'm going to get in the pool today. I cannot stream. Very rude to try to, you know, I did do some video before. If you want to see the topless pool, you can go to the Rosie McNamara channel. They're building a tower next to me here. Another addition to the Grand Hotel. Be a hot one again today.
It is.
So I'm not sure. We'll figure out what to do tonight. We might take the Deuce, which is the bus down to the strip tonight. Look for Rashid Mack.
How do you yell on a chat? All caps.
All caps.
Monique yells when she talks.
Well,
On
Monique
chat.
says she's vision challenged, so she needs to have all caps, which is fine. You know, I turned off the Nightbot for caps and for emojis. So what went down with the cops last night? It was actually an off-duty cop that was shot down there last night.
Does that hurt your ears?
Yeah. It was actually an off-duty cop that was shot. Counter like a gang situation.
Yeah.
And that's why the heavy police response. Whenever a cop gets shot, there's going to be an overwhelming display of force in it.
Oh, wow.
Now I wonder about the guys that were taken away in ambulances. We saw people put on stretchers and taken out of there. So.
Yeah, there was like 2 people
Yeah, there's like 2 people.
that we saw.
Yeah, take care, La Pouf. Thank you, honey. Stop. What's over? Where's on? Yeah, don't worry about it. News unit. It's no big deal. Okay. Yeah, God bless the police officers. But I've never seen them with the long arms out on the street like that. They were ready to take a shot at long distance down there.
Yeah, that one girl had her hand just
She had her
ready.
hand in the
I mean,
hand.
she was just holding it.
Ready to go.
She was ready to.
Yeah. Women in big guns was crazy. So it was an epic stream last night. We had a lot of people. I think even at 1:30 we still had 225 people in the stream. But that's one of the cool things is you can be there before media's there and see what's. You can be right in the middle of the action before they put up the police tape and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Later they moved us out. I know somebody drank my beer. I sat a beer down and I didn't want the cops to say, hey, go sit in that police car there. You're going to be under arrest for drinking that can of beer on the street. I sat my beer down on the top of some kind of electrical box or something. When I came back, somebody drank my beer, the rest of my beer.
They even took the brown bag.
They even took my brown bag too, which was
Kind of weird.
Which was kind of weird too, you know. You saw that? I know that was pretty crazy. Like I've gone up and drank sealed drinks that I found before. I know Dee's like, are you kidding me? You know, yeah, I've done that before, but I wouldn't go up and drink an open container of somebody's beer. Chat last night suggested you carry a portable scanner on choo-choos. That's a good idea.
It is actually a good idea.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Monique, there are some really nasty ass people out there. Aloha.
Good afternoon.
Morning.
Yeah. So we were good last night till the cops pushed us back. They kept moving the scene, moving the tape back and everything. I'll say something. Marshall needs to worry about his own channel. Stop giving opinions on how Rosie should run hers. Pissed me off when he does that. He's, you know, he's always going to have an opinion on what I'm doing on in life and stuff. But I'd have to say, basically, he's been pretty positive the last week. You know, seeing him squared stuff away, which was good. You know, Dee's dream is to get a van and to be able to join me, being able to join with, so he doesn't have to worry about sleeping in a tent and boondocking in the raw. Don't sleep in the cemetery, okay?
No.
With all those black widows.
I'm not much of an urban dweller unless I actually have to be. I like that backwoods setting, you know, when you go to like a park or something.
Okay.
State parks, national parks, things like that.
Yeah, for me, that scares the shit out of me to be in I'd rather be right in the heart of the city. I ran it for an hour before you came on last night. He wasn't positive. Yeah, it's Marshall being Marshall. He's just going to express his opinion about stuff. And it doesn't move my needle. I do what I want to do. I do what I want to do. And, you know, he just does. Yeah, I love being an urban, I love being right in the heart of the action. Yeah, and you got, thank you very much. So, you know, Marshall's going to always find something to talk about on a channel. So, just what he does. Yeah, he is left-wing wacko. I think he's got all of his money in hand now. Now it's time to get off of the mountain and go down to the desert. And it's going to be brutal. This is going to be real life. When he drops down from Prescott, Arizona, he's at 6,500 feet or something right now. When he gets back down to Yuma, he's going to know what the hell heat is because there's no AC at all, okay? And you're looking at least 3 or 4 days of trying to get your teeth. You know, if you go get a crown, they got to make the ceramic or metal bonded tooth. They don't do that immediately. That takes overnight at least to do something like that. So
he's going to where is he going in Mexico?
Algodondes, right across from Yuma.
Yeah, that is hot.
And it's going to be really hot. The AC is out, so you know it's going to be a very. And I don't think he's going to spend the money for a hotel room. It's about $40. But he may not have any choice.
Probably should.
Probably should because
no AC that hot.
Because of the heat factor. He'll go. They're not going to get better. They're not going to get better. Also, if you don't get those teeth tended to, they're going to lead to heart disease, and they're also finding a connection between tooth problems and Alzheimer's these days too. So he'll be aware of that. He's going to get it done. 4 scores. How you doing? Nice to see you. Next day's service might be better. Well, no AC and mouth pain will be horrible. So you'll have to do that. He'll put plenty of drama on that. Survival in the desert. You know.
Gee, the Spider Slayer. What's up, Mr.
Yeah,
Z?
there he is, Mr. Z. There he is, the Spider Whisperer, the Black Widow Whisperer. I could send this guy into the graveyard and he could knock out where these Black Widows are, like boom, 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 boom. I still don't understand why he couldn't have waited 3 weeks for attempts. Because at the time I was in Chicago with him, there was one tooth in particular that was driving him absolutely mad. Every time he would eat, afterward he'd have to take a piece of floss, and then one day we're standing there at the Lisa Marie, and he started getting very angry and very upset. He said, "That's it. I got to go. I can't wait any longer. I've got to go." Yeah. I mean, we didn't kill any Black Widows or anything.
No, they killed nothing.
Yeah, we're not the kind of people to interfere and do that. But they were some very big, fat, juicy Black Widows there. So we'll see how that goes. It's going to be very challenging with the heat. Now, he's probably already worn out his welcome at the McDonald's and those kind of places in Yuma. So You have to drive it's about an 8-mile drive to the border crossing there. So there's something you'll be working on that van I think he's going to have to get it done. Some idiot, some lowlife. Can you believe that, McFly? Somebody picked up my beer and drank. Yeah, they were scary, Uber Goober. That was some serious stuff.
Well, we're taking about mosquitoes.
How you doing,
yes.
Vanessa?
That's what they're good for, is mosquitoes.
And roaches.
And roaches.
Roach control. And to think that some people sleep in that cemetery and things with those things crawling around.
Yes,
they
topless swimming.
Yeah, topless swimming today.
I go topless swimming almost every day.
Back in June, he wouldn't even go into the pool, so he's come a long way now. So, they were creepy. They were creepy as could be. The wildest part was the two that started kind of fighting over this roach, and they were kind of. It was like the Thunderdome on that web. They were coming at each other and trying to grab the roach and everything. That was pretty wild. Good morning. That was pretty wild. I want to go topless. There you go, Monique. Topless swimming. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Yeah, indeed. So, let me tell you what. He's a good guy to have by your side when you're out chooching the streets of Vegas. Like I said, we have Whoa Man at the Hostel Cat, but this is the street. Whoa Man, you know, when they see him, we had a couple creepy people out there last night.
Yeah.
Started up a little bit. You should put the spider fight to music. Yeah. Did someone steal your? Yeah, they drank. I sat a beer down. I didn't want to be standing at the police presence because one of those, probably a female officer,
Carlos,
was gonna say something. That blonde that was out there, she looked like she was itchy to get everybody to hell.
Yeah,
off
she
the
was.
street.
She kept on saying, "Shouldn't we move this line? Shouldn't we move this line?" Everybody's like, "No, it's okay."
And all she had to see was me with a beer there, not in a plastic cup, not on Fremont Street.
Yeah.
And she could have said, "You know what, honey? Go sit in the police car over there because you're going to be under arrest for drinking in public there." And then I would have been tied up overnight and everything else. And have to appear before a magistrate.
I took the chance and just grabbed it.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to do that because Missy Jenn's doing great. Thank you. Bye, all. Take care, Kenko.
See you later, Kenko.
Chill out streams, brother. So get well. And yeah, there you go, Vinny. Get well.
Was Vinny in here still?
No, I don't think he's in here.
Oh.
He's probably got his hands up some nurse's backside there down in the hospital. You actually drink beer on the street. You can drink on Fremont Street if you have a plastic cup and the strip. But we were on Ogden. We were a block off of Las Vegas Boulevard, and you could kind of tell this one gal was kind of itchy to nail into somebody last night.
Yeah.
When you have a cop that's been shot, I don't care whether he's on duty or off duty, the police are, you don't want to mess with them. And they got zero tolerance at that point. And if they think you're a pain in the ass on the scene, what would I have done if she said, go sit in that car, you're under, she might have cuffed me to the bar in the back seat, and I would have sat there for hours last night morning.
Hello.
Carrying an open container of alcohol, consuming it is legal in the city of Vegas. I think you have to have it in a plastic cup, though. Isn't that the rule? You have to have a plastic cup to have.
It's either a plastic cup or a brown bag.
Brown bags. Will you fight D? No, I don't think he's going to be fighting Elvis.
Oh, I'm not going to fight Elvis.
I don't think anybody would be driven to fight physically here on YouTube. So we'll see. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to close the stream down. We need to get something to eat. I want to thank you all for being on the stream. I don't know, Bully. We're going to see what my schedule looks like. My top priority is to kind of see that D gets a van now so that he can bring his home with him. And be more of a nomad and be able to hang out comfortably without worrying about where he's going to pitch his tent in the middle of Las Vegas Boulevard or something.
No, the only legal place is way out by Searchlight.
Yeah, way out.
BLM
It's too
land.
far away. So you all have a wonderful day. Please hit the thumbs up button on the way out. Again, thank you for taking care of the moderators on here. And if you are a moderator on the channel and you want to participate in the Tip Your Mod payout, that will be later this week. Just write me at Gmail at icanmakeitlikenew at gmail.com with 2 words, amen. Okay, and we'll take care of that. Have a great day. Good to see you, Bully, Nicole, everybody else. Monique.
Bye, Monique.
Have a good one, sweetie. Take care. Bye, everybody.